with Chapter 6 coming to an end, I thought it'd be a good time to go over my thoughts of Chapter 6. Has it been good? Has it been bad? Let's go over it. Chapter 6 has been a roller coaster of emotions. Like, I swear, this chapter went from being the greatest thing in everyone's eyes to a very controversial by the end. You see, we've had 2 mini-seasons and 4 seasons, and within those few seasons, it's been a mix and match. Let's go over Season 1. Season 1 was a perfect introduction to the season, and my god was the map beautiful. The weapons were really good, and it was just a great time to be playing Fortnite. Like, I swear, it was really fun, and to be honest, I could not think of a better way to start a chapter. The Battle Pass was incredible, the collabs were great, the weapons were a bit broken, but other than that, it was really a great time to be playing Fortnite, and honestly, I'd rank this chapter a 8 out of 10. The only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because it's not chapter 5. Yes, I'm biased. Now, chapter 6, season 2, Lawless. What a great way to reinvent a stealing season. The vaults have been reinvented, and how to steal gold now is really cool. The battle pass, although it's not as good as the first one, is still a great battle pass, and to be perfectly honest, it's alright. I wouldn't call it bad. But there were flaws with it. It got a bit boring near the end, and to be perfectly honest, the live event that was supposed to be a live event was just an interactive cutscene. Not complaining though, it was still great, but it just feels weird. The entire theme was great, and stealing gold from vaults, stealing armored vehicles, the lore in that season was great. I just think near the end it fell off a bit because it got a bit boring, and Fortnite for some reason didn't want to update the season. And now we move on to the mini season. My god, as someone who loves Star Wars, this was an absolute painful process to go through. I love Star Wars and have grown up with it, and it was truly the most boring thing I've ever had to go through in my entire existence. The guns were basically numbered named, and trying to pronounce a gun's name in that season was basically trying to do a written test in maths. It was really difficult. The guns for some reason were unlimited, and yes, they overheated, but I did not play that season a lot. Like, it was just not good. The TIE Fighters were fun, and the X-Wings were fun. The Battle Pass was... yeah, we don't even need to talk about... the only good skin in that Battle Pass was Eevee and Palpatine and Grievous. Moving on. The live event was perfect, and I loved it. As a Star Wars fan, blowing up the Death Star, getting to fight Palpatine, peak. The only good thing about that season. The only good thing. Chapter 6, Season 3. My god, was it a good time to be a lore fan. If you played the season and you were a lore fan, my god, it was good. The weapons were great, the battle pass was incredible, the locations were perfect, the spires were great. It was so much fun. I honestly have not had this much fun playing a season in a long time. It was truly just a great time to be playing. The Supernova chests were great, the battle pass, sorry, I know I've mentioned the battle pass already, but it was just great. Like, this season was genuinely just peak. And the event at the end, what a way to cap off a season. Honestly, it could be in the top 10 season of all time. I can't think of a single thing wrong with this season. The only thing I think I can really think is I wish we had more powers. For a season based around superpowers, we didn't get that many, and I wish we just had a few more. But moving on. Chapter 6, Season 4, Shock and Awesome. Well, it was definitely a season. Like, it was definitely a season that exists. Was it bad or good? I don't know. I really could not tell you. I had fun playing the season for the first 2 weeks. And I feel like every OXR weapon that came out was a genuine nightmare to fight, and I think if I ever have to go back into that season, I'm going to mentally cry. Because fighting the lead spinner and the air striker were just painful, and I never want to see these weapons ever again in the loot pool, and if they ever return, I'm going to Epic HQ and I'm going to use it on them. Being the Megazord was really cool, don't get me wrong, that was really fun, like, really cool. I could not think of a better thing to do than just plow some enemies with the Megazord. Probably the only cool thing that happened. The event at the end, let's be real, was 2 seconds of lore and a minute-long ad for The Simpsons, which I'm not complaining because what we got afterwards was fantastic, but shock and awesome was shock and maybe awesome. That's how I'm calling the season. Shock and maybe awesome. Moving on, Simpson season. What a bat out of the park. Oh my god, I laughed at every single person who called this season bad. Like, there were people on Twitter genuinely saying that this thing was going to be the end of Fortnite, and all I have to do is laugh at those people. This season was fantastic, and I have just... My god, was it a great season. The weapons, the map. This is how you make a mini-season. This is how you make a collab season. This could be on the same level as the Marvel seasons. Simpsons, you were underestimated and you knocked it out of the park. Congratulations. Genuinely sad to be leaving the season. I will actually shed a tear in Fortnite when we leave this. It's been a great experience. Chapter 6 has been great for lore fans and not so great for other players. I'd give this chapter a 7 out of 10 because lore-wise, fantastic. Everything else-wise can be improved. The map got slowly uglier, and only by the end did it get better. But I just don't think Shock and Awesome map can ever be saved like that. After we saw that thing, yeah, it was over. This year was just over. Also, the only reason I rank it so low is because there's one particular grudge I've had with this season. The damn train. For some strange reason, Fortnite had a massive vendetta against the goddamn train, and it fueled my blood to the point where I hated those bugs so much I wanted them all exterminated. And for some reason they kept around the Star Wars POIs after the season already ended, so there's my other gripe. But that train did not deserve the bullying it got. I swear. Sorry, rant mode there. Point is, Chapter 6 has been Chapter 6 was a good season, but not perfect. In my eyes, it will always, I'm going to rank it number 3 in my ranking, with Chapter 3 being second, and now Chapter 6 being third. Chapter 5 being first, obviously, but that's been my ranking of the season. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I know I could have gone more in depth, but to be perfectly honest, I could not be bothered. There's just so many things Chapter 6 could have done better, but I'm not here to list off every single reason why the chapter was horrible. I'm just giving you an overall view on the chapter. In my eyes, I'll miss it, just not as much as Chapter 5. And I think with that notion, I think we should end the video there. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.